Boltex as a family business is actually 190 years old, so we're sort of steeped in history. Originally we started making silk lace fabrics, and we found that those skills in the modern world actually is perfect for making technical textiles, demanding applications in aerospace, medical, lots of other applications using difficult materials. So Boltex makes a lot of materials for medical textiles and healthcare, which end up in a lot of the hospitals and care homes all over the country. Everything from patient lifting slings to materials which are used in wheelchairs to help people, either the elderly or someone who's had an operation. We also make fabrics for wound care, for actually helping to heal wounds. We're involved in fracture management, so when somebody breaks their arm, you can have a shower or even play sport actually after you've broken your arm with the system which is used by one of our customers. So it's really far reaching actually, and we've got, say, medical products going across the UK. Very common, most hospitals, care homes will have some Boltex fabric in it, and actually increasingly in other countries as well, across Europe. We're getting more and more embedded in that market. Boltex has been involved in the aerospace industry for a long time, actually since the beginning of the 1970s. And now we have approvals both with Airbus and Boeing for pressure sealing systems for the aircraft. I think our fabrics probably go into about 70% of most commercial aircraft. So with warp knitting, we take the raw material, whether it's polyester, nylon, recycled polyester increasingly, aramid, organic cottons. We first of all go through the warping process, so we prepare the warps, and then we have a wide range of knitting machines. So we have about 30 knitting machines in total. We have to keep the conditions in the factory right, the right temperature, right humidity, and it is a very skilled job, so training staff, bringing people in to keep that cycle of innovation going is also really important. And the 3D knitting, the 3D spacer fabrics, which Boltex has specialised as probably a leader, I would say, in the UK and one of the leading companies in Europe, is really opening so many doors for us with our technology into many different markets.
So my role is a European sales representative. I need to be available for any of my customers at any time of the day. That's very important. Our role is, with our knowledge, to find the right fabric for them, or we can develop a fabric from scratch. Export, for us, it represents about 60% of our sales revenue. We now have some knitting and storage capacity in Poland. This allows us to have goods with 100% European origin instead of third country origin.
So for sustainability, we're looking to reduce waste wherever possible. We're also looking at our carbon footprint in terms of the materials which we're actually bringing in. So we're trying to keep the supply chains actually quite local. So a lot of the production is actually done either here in the East Midlands or, for example, also in Poland, but in Poland it's also done within a very specific area. So we're trying to keep that quite localized to cut down the amount of movement of those goods. It's also being conscious about energy usage as well. We recycle all our water in the dye house, so that all goes through a water treatment plant, so it's used over and over again. So we're actually going through approval 14001, which is the environmental standard to reduce waste and energy and so on, which is all part of what we need to do for the future.